Life couldn't be going better. Since moving away from the upper Mississippi River Valley a few months ago, things have been different. The stress of dealing with a larger corporation trying to push me around has been replaced with me owning a larger corporation that does the pushing around. The Quill and Company Paperworks, a company started by Jacob Quill himself in 1950. Quill's family had enough of running the old mill and decided to sell it. And that's where I came in. I bought the mill a few months ago, and even though it was a bit tough, I managed to...
Hard. Break's over. We need you in here. You've been out here 10 minutes now.
I'll be right in, Benny. Okay. So life hasn't been going as planned. I've been working at this going nowhere job for the last few months, and I'm sneaking out of here for the millionth time today just to get away from it. I mean, sometimes I dream of this scenario where I own this place and I'm the one in charge, but the truth is, my boss Benny's a real piece of work. He's unhappy with his life, so he makes sure that everybody here that works for him is unhappy with theirs. You know, he's one of the good guys in this world, a real team leader. And the idea of getting my own farm sort of went the other way. I mean, I guess having my grandpa...
Heard. Final warning. Get in here.
Well, I guess we'll get to that story in a little bit. Man, Fridays are the best days because the next day I do not have to come back here to work. I work very hard here for a jerk of a boss named Benny who is always trying to get more out of us, and we work pretty hard here, so... Anyway, I was trying to explain up there, so let me just say this sadness before we get too far. I came down here, and a couple weeks after I moved down here, my grandfather had passed away, and it's something that he knew about and was keeping it from everybody, and now it makes perfect sense as to why he wanted to sell the farm so badly. And yeah, so here I am alone in Riverbend Springs, Arkansas, which is a few hours south of the UMRV, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to do here because I've got a place, I've got a terrible job, I've got some money, but I know that I can't live off that money, so I really do have to have a job still. And I'll show you the place down here. We don't really have a farm. My grandfather had just bought this place to retire and kind of live out. And he did. But yes, this is our land over here on the right. All of this grass over here and that garage over there on the right as well. Nothing on the left is ours, but everything on the right is ours. And my grandfather's house is up here over this bridge. I'll take you guys on a tour here when we get back, but just wanted to get home and get a drink, to be honest with you. That's what I really want. But yes, we are over here, just up here on the left. Over there on the right is Willie's Restaurant. It's a boathouse. It's a pretty nice restaurant, so it's nice to be there right there for us. We can just walk over there, have a couple beers every now and then, but yeah, good to be home on a weekend. And I do have beers in the house, so I will be drinking them here, not over at Willie's tonight. Just do not have the energy to do anything tonight. Tough day at the office, but this weekend I'm going to have to get out and mow these fields. This field right here is ours too. It's small, but it'll give us a couple bales that we can take off of there. And as you see, my grandfather hasn't really touched these fields, so they all need work. Anyway, let me go put everything down, and I will be right back. All right, so beer in hand, and that's exactly what I need after work, especially on a Friday. It has been a long week, but yeah. Oh, yeah, so that's Willie's right there. That is the bar-restaurant combo, and that just that road right there just goes down to the parking lot. But Willie's gets busy at night for sure, and I've been there a couple times. I've had a couple beers there. I've had a couple meals there. It's a nice area, and there's also another way in. So this is not the main entrance to get into the restaurant, which is nice because we don't really see a whole lot of traffic on this road. Now, this is just a little stream right here, And the river, the boat is on the river, obviously, down at the end of this road here. So there is a river down there. We've got a stream right there, so we are surrounded by water, which is nice. And this is the little entrance here to the garage. And this and the field over there on the right is what we have. But yeah, it's pretty good size. It really is. We can get a lot done here. And as you see, it hasn't been mowed in a very long time. So I'm not really sure what kind of hay we're going to be able to get off of this. It's probably just going to be used for bedding, unfortunately. But somebody will want it, I think. We just won't be able to sell it at top price because it's not great quality. I wouldn't assume. I don't know. But haven't looked into that yet, but I would not assume since it hasn't been mowed. This is just a garage. Just as a plain place for us to put our equipment. And I'm not really sure what kind of equipment we're going to have yet, but probably that's just for smaller stuff. And then the stream over here continues. So this is a nice place to drink a beer every now and then. Just kind of chill out. Yeah. Peaceful around here, that's for sure. There's not a lot of people, but it's very peaceful. That's for sure. Except for at Quill Paper, because that where I work is not peaceful. It's a very hard job. But so is farming. The only difference is that farming, when I'm actually farming, it's working for myself. It's not working for the same rate every hour and trying to make somebody else richer. So, but also in farming, it's very easy to go broke. So there's a lot of trade-offs, but I definitely prefer farming, obviously, over the paper mill. So yeah, we'll just loop around the house here. I'll just show you around here. But this is the other field up here that we need to mow. Need to get that done. It just goes up to up there at the top of the hill, and that's just a road. So this isn't a very huge field, but it's going to really be beneficial for us, I think. This and the other one over there. So we can get some hay. That's the only thing I know how to do so far. I will definitely look into, obviously, farming more. I mean, I've been reading up, and it's August already, so we're going to have winter very soon. Very soon. And then next year, I think, is when we will be able to farm. There you see the stream. We're surrounded. My grandpa had a kayak. I haven't taken that out. I don't really assume I'm going to, but who knows? On a lazy day, if there is one around here, maybe I'll take that out. But either way, down there, if you see really hard, that is a abandoned barn. I don't go down there much, but there is something. I should look into that. Maybe we could put some bees or something down there, but I don't know. I really haven't figured out what I'm going to do. I do know one thing. I am going to get inside. I am out and drink this entire beer and probably get a couple more before I call it a night. But anyway, I will call it a day for this, and we will pick it up in the morning. So up here in my field, and this is the small field over by my house. This is the farm over here across the way. I don't know much about these guys. I know they have sunflowers, but other than that, I'm not really sure what else, who they are or anything like that. This road is kind of not a road that I frequent much unless I go up here, and I don't go up here all that often, but yeah, you see all the weeds and all those things like this that we need to clear out. So again, this is just going to be hay that we're going to be using for bedding. It's nothing that we're going to be able to feed animals or anything. But again, animals need bedding and farmers need that hay. So I can give it to them for a substantial discount and just kind of meet some people around here. I think that's probably what I'm going to use it for, just to start meeting a few people. Like I said, I've only been around here a couple months and I've worked at this job, but let me get inside and we'll head to the dealership. Okay, so today is a big day, and I've been waiting for this day for a couple weeks now, and it's a bittersweet day, that's for sure. We wouldn't have this money if my grandfather hadn't passed away, so that's the bitter part. The sweet part, and maybe the most assuring part, is I think I'm using this money in a way that he would want me to. He told me that, you know, it was awesome that I had gotten a farm, that I was taking care of the farm up in the upper Mississippi River Valley, which is Kreger, Iowa. That's where our family farm used to be. And he was happy that I was taking care of that, and he wanted me to continue this way, and I want to continue this way. So I think the only way to do that is to get a good tractor. I'm going to buy a mower as well, and my idea with the tractor is that this farm store up here is incredible. Okay, it lets you lease things, lease equipment, things like that, so I can grab a couple contract jobs and make some side money by doing that. But I have to have a good tractor. I have to have a reliable tractor in order for that to happen. So I do want to get a good tractor. I'm going to spend some money on a tractor, but at the same time, I want to get a mower as well. That way we can kind of offset the price by, yes, I know, I'm not going to sell all this hay and then make enough money to pay for a tractor. That's not what I'm trying to say, but I am saying that this investment will make us money, and in the long term I think it could make us some pretty good money if we end up getting some contract work, or, you know, building a big enough farm. So it's an investment I'm willing to do. Now this is town right now, right here, and this is where the farm store is up here on the left. That cafe is incredible, the Central Cafe. Great donuts in there. They know how to make them, I will tell you that. I might actually stop there before we go back. Now we're just waiting for this guy, and the farm store is up here about 1 or 2 o'clock, I guess, from us right now. And we're just gonna park over against the building. It's really confusing parking here. I parked in front of the garage one time, and they did not like that. I guess that's where they bring out the tractors and bring them into garage for servicing, and if somebody wants to buy them. But here we are. And now let's get into the store and see what we can find. It's going to be expensive, but I'm ready for it. Alright, so now here is what we ended up with. The Case 260, and they even had the license plate for me that says Herd's Case. That's just a nice touch. Let me say, that is a nice touch. But yeah, we got the Case. And I'm just looking for horsepower. They had a great deal on this tractor, so we spent a considerable amount of money, but at the same time, we got it for a pretty good deal. We also got this mower, this brush or bush hog, depending on who you are, where you're at. I've been told that I'm wrong on both pronunciations, to be honest with you. So we are getting both of those. They're going to deliver it because we drove this. So they're going to deliver it over to the farm, and I told them that I've got some running around to do. I've got to stop at the bank, which is right here, but I have to stop at the bank and clear up some other things. This purchase is fine. Do not worry. Everything cleared, but just have to sign a couple paperwork and stuff, and then I'm probably going to get over to this cafe. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, this cafe is right here. I feel like because it's right here, it's almost rude not to stop. Anyway, let me get into the bank and get all of this done. And then hopefully by the time we get done with all of this stuff, our tractor is delivered. That is a nice feeling. Alright, well, that wasn't so bad. A lot of things completed, a lot of things done. Just heading out of the bakery. Oh. Yeah, I told you I would stop. I did. I at least told you that I was going to stop. I'd be willing to bet that if you had those donuts, you'd stop too. And that's why I'm not worried about it too much. Either way, procrastination or not, I am full. And I sat down there in the cafe, and I took a little bit of time at the bank. So I'm telling you this because I think that our tractor should be on the property. And today we are going to mow up that field because I am going to need to bale all of that. I want to get at least a few bales this summer, and I've procrastinated that for sure. I mean, wasn't really sure with my grandfather's health and things, and then it just kind of happened quickly, and I had to, you know, figure out a lot of things. So this summer has been pretty busy for me on a personal level, but back to farming and back to trying to make some money out of this and try to build this into a career, because believe me, I do not want to work at Jacob Quill's mill factory any longer. No way. Gotta get out of that job. Alright, so headed down the last portion of our road. This is basically our road. There's no one that comes down here other than farmers and people that know the back way to Willie's. I know the sign says that Willie's this way, but the people that live in this area know how to get to Willie's, and this is not the way they go. Yes, there is the tractor. I just seen it on the side as I was talking, but yes, the tractor is over there. So I'm going to get in the house and throw all of this paperwork down. That way I don't lose it. And then we will get out here because it's starting to get, it's about 2:30 now. It's starting to get a little late. The bank took a really long time. We had to sign a lot of papers. And then I honestly did take my time at the cafe. So let me drop this in here. I'll come right back and we will mow up this grass. Alright, so the paperwork is all put away inside, and now I'm officially excited. This case is a nice tractor. When I was driving it around at the store, when I was sitting in it at the store, this case is a nice tractor, and it's a lot higher, too, than the old tractor. So it's going to be interesting to start trying to drive this thing. It's got a lot more horsepower behind it, 250, 280, something like that. I can get the specs. I completely forgot, to be honest, but 200 something, and I was like, you know what, 200 plus, and it's on sale. Let's just get this. Now I got the sunroof, I got the radio, I've got all of the information you could possibly need to the right side of me, and we're ready to go. We're not going to need too much information. All we're doing is mowing here today, and probably just going to be able to mow this field here. I've got a couple things that I have to get done later today, but if we can get this field done today and then the next field over by the house done tomorrow morning, I can still return this mower within 24 hours to get a better deal on the lease, and then or on the rental, should I say, and then we can rent a few other things that we need. The next thing we'll need, obviously, is a windrower, so we can row this into decent swaths, so that we're not here all day trying to drive over here. But yeah, the mower's on. I think we're ready to go. Let me just make sure that everything is good. And yes, we are ready to go. We are going to go around this pasture, and let's just make sure that we don't hit that. Jeez. So we're going to go around this pasture and obviously just get it ready to be windrowed, hopefully tomorrow. And I'm not really sure, like I said, what I'm going to do with this field. I know that I can do hay, and that's kind of what I'm reverting to this year, only because I don't really have a lot of time to do much of anything else, and I can learn a little bit more in the winter about some animals. That way we can be responsible about this and actually, know what we're doing when the time comes and we have to actually get some stuff done. But anyway, I'm going to keep mowing this up, and I'm going to put this into a time lapse. I'll get the drone out, and I will see you in a little bit.
Oh, I've been long gone, wanna talk to you. I've been hustling for so long. Oh, and I've been thinking about the past, and it keeps me going on. Oh, and I can't stop, no, I don't stop. It's only I can see. Even if I end up all alone, I know my destiny. My mama told me we all bleed the same sun. Oh, prejudice and pride don't make you change. Just Yes, I'm leaving today. Are you ride with me? Lord, living in the nightlife, but I got a fire that burns so bright from the back road to the street. See, I'm on my way. Yes, I'm leaving today. Are you riding?
All right, so finishing up in the field, it took about 3 hours. We're getting close to 6:30, 7 o'clock right now, so took a few hours to get that done. Next time, we are going to get the smaller field done, which obviously will not take us that long, over by the house, and then we will try to get some of this windrow up. And like I said, I don't know who we're going to sell all of this hay to. I'll put it out and add in the newspaper or something, put it online on social media and see if somebody bites, but somebody will get it. We just have to keep it cheap enough. And mostly, why are we doing this if we're going to sell the cheap hay? It's to help the field. We want to make sure that everything is good and we can cut this field up, because there is a lot of weeds, and if we can get all these weeds out of here, I think that's going to help substantially with our yield. But gonna bring this back here, gonna park it back here. I don't think that I can fit it in the garage, but I also don't think I'm gonna try. Not right now, not today. It's been a long day, but I think I'm gonna get in and watch some Razorback football and just call it a day. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kick my feet up finally. Worked all week and I am done. And yeah, I'm crying a little bit, but that's okay. That's what I'm gonna do. That's where I'm gonna leave it, and I will talk to you next time.